What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're talking sports with MJ Johnson. Today, we have the 2020 NFL Week 4 Power Rankings. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss any videos. And also, too, some things before we get into this video that I had to say. Obviously, you guys know that this video is a day late. Yesterday, I had a pretty long day, so that's why this didn't drop. I had to go out and do something earlier, and then I got caught up in other things later in the day, so I apologize for not posting this video on Wednesday when it usually is posted. Also too, I gotta give a shout out to someone. His name is Beat Hub. He's starting his own YouTube channel. He's a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, so he should be posting his first video soon. So make sure you guys click the link in the description. His name is Beat Hub. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him, show him some love. And if you think my content and my videos are good, you're definitely going to like this guy. He's an honest Dallas Cowboys fan. And y'all know me, coming from an Eagles fan, giving big praise to a Cowboys fan, y'all know there's going to be nothing that's going to disappoint y'all there. So make sure you subscribe to his channel. Now, we can get right into today's power rankings. So we got an interesting week. Actually, today in a couple of hours, we got a game on Thursday night. So let's get right into this week 4 power rankings. At number 32, we got the New York Jets, and they dropped down one spot. Disappointing loss against the Denver Broncos. Couldn't even get in field goal range. That's how bad their offense played. Zach Wilson doesn't look too good. The offensive line sucks. The running game is non-existent. And the defense, everything is just disappointing with the Jets. They are number 32. Right now, they are the laughingstock of the NFL. At number 31, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. The Jaguars who play tonight, this interception king Trevor Lawrence. That's what he's looking like, man. And I'm not saying that he's going to be a bad quarterback because Trevor Lawrence has a lot of potential, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are just completely ruining him, not giving him time in the pocket. Urban Meyer is not a good play caller in the NFL. Everything is just bad. The offensive coordinator is bad. The weapons is bad. They're not using James Robinson, who had a good year last year. They're not using him the same as they did. Everything right now with the Jaguars is bad, and that is affecting Trevor Lawrence. And if they want to develop him, they definitely got to switch some things up. They're at number 31. At number 30, you got the Detroit Lions. They dropped down one spot. And that is because, I mean, they did lose. They did almost beat the Baltimore Ravens. But let's be real. If it wasn't for Hollywood Brown of the Baltimore Ravens dropping the ball, they would have been losing by more. And Justin Tucker with the amazing kick in this game. One thing I do got to give praise to the Lions, even though they're an 0-3 team, they do continue to fight and be competitive against playoff teams. But other than that, man, the Lions have not shown that they're ready to beat these high-level teams. So let's see what they do this week against the Bears. At number 29, you got the New York Giants, who absolutely lost the Atlanta Falcons. And it was just bad, man. The Falcons, who came in looking horrible as well. The Giants actually look good this year. The Giants could have beat Washington. So going into this game versus Atlanta that they just played recently, you thought they would win, but nope. They stuck up the bed. They dropped down 2 spots, ranked at number 27 last time. The Giants absolutely suck. At number 28, you got the Houston Texans, who lost to the Carolina Panthers without Tyrod Taylor. So that is something that you got to put into account when you talk about the Houston team. But even with Tyrod Taylor, man, we knew that this was going to be a down year considering what's going on with Deshaun Watson and other things that's wrong with this team. They were ranked at 28 last week, didn't move a spot at all. So number 28 is good for the Texans. At number 27, you got the Indianapolis Colts, and they are absolutely disappointing. All the praise they got going into the season, Carson Wentz and Frank Reich teaming back up, you would think that they would be better than this, but they just don't look good at all. Carson Wentz getting banged up, playing an injury. It's just not looking good for the Colts. Quentin Nelson is banged up dealing with injuries. The Colts, they just need to get things together, man. I hope they can get things together because they have a lot of players I like on this team, but they got to get things together. They are ranked at number 27, dropping down 2 spots. At number 26, you got the Chicago Bears. They were ranked at number 21 last time, and they dropped down to number 26 because the Chicago Bears absolutely let Justin Fields get lit up. Matt Nagy should be fired today. He is no longer the coach that will lead the Chicago Bears in the future. I don't understand why he's not fired. And listen, man, I always say this. I respect every player and coach in the NFL, because you did make it to that point. But it's a certain time where you have to just look yourself in the mirror and you got to get better. And Matt Nagy has to be better. But if he doesn't get better, I expect him to be fired by the end of the season. At number 25, you got the Atlanta Falcons, who actually moved up 5 spots, recently ranked at number 30, because they did do good against the New York Giants. Defensively, they held them to 14 points. Saquon Barkley did get a touchdown, but other than that, he didn't explode against the defense like a lot of people expected, and they did their job and won the game. So good job for the Atlanta Falcons getting their first win on the season. Hopefully they can build off of this and start getting a little bit momentum. Kyle Pitts doesn't look like the greatest. He doesn't look like he's worth the 4th overall pick, but it's still early, so let's still give him some time. Number 25, the Atlanta Falcons. At number 24, you got the Miami Dolphins, who dropped down 1 spot, ranked at 23 last week. The Dolphins, as they did make it competitive versus the Raiders and send it to overtime, it wasn't enough. And as long as Tua is out, you're going to see a lot of that. Their team is okay. They got a decent team. They're competitive. But Tua is the starting quarterback. And with Jacoby Brissett being a backup guy, he's not going to be able to beat these good teams. And listen, Miami, like I said, got a good defense, got some solid weapons, but until Tua comes back, they won't be able to beat these high-level teams. At number 23, you got the Washington football team, who dropped down 1 spot, ranked at number 22 last week. Washington, they absolutely got obliterated by the Buffalo Bills. And honestly, you can say that I can put Miami over them. But, you know, Washington, their defense is not looking good. It's very, very disappointing. Antonio Gibson did get a big touchdown last week, which is good to see from him. But other than that, they had no chance at winning that game. Josh Allen absolutely just walked all over him. Number 23 is Washington football team. At number 22, you got my Philadelphia Eagles, ranked at number 20 last week, dropped down to number 22. And ever since week 1, the Eagles, we have been disappointing. I can't lie, man. The play calling was not good. Miles Sanders only got 2 carries against the Dallas Cowboys. The defense tried. They gave all they had, but it was a certain point until the Cowboys offense started clicking, put 41 points up against the defense. The run defense was not good against Ezekiel Elliott. All around, just not a good week for my Philadelphia Eagles. We got a lot of things to improve, a lot with the play calling, Jalen Hurts with the turnovers, a lot of things the Eagles got to fix. They are number 22. At number 21, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. And I actually called that. I called that upset happening. They were ranked at number 18 last week, dropped down to number 21. The Pittsburgh Steelers, man, Big Ben Roethlisberger is looking like this is going to be his last season, man. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a former Super Bowl MVP, but right now he's not the guy, man. He's not the guy. And it sucks for the Steelers. Still got a good defense who can compete with any defense in the NFL. But as far as their quarterback play goes and the rest of their offense is a little iffy. Najee Harris looks like he's improving now, so that's going to be good for them in the future. At number 20, you got the New England Patriots, who dropped down 1 spot, ranked at number 19 last week. The Patriots losing to Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints. The Patriots, man, ever since beating the Jets, they just don't look that well, man. And it's sad because the Patriots this year have the best rookie quarterback, Mac Jones. But they're 1-2. You could argue that maybe they should have won the Miami game week 1. But what a disappointing loss against the Saints. Hopefully they can get better. Hopefully Mac Jones can continue to improve and show that he is the future guy for them. But they got a tough matchup this week against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, which I might be live for. Who knows? But number 20 is the New England Patriots. At number 19, you got the Minnesota Vikings. They were recently ranked at number 26, moved up 7 spots after upsetting the Seattle Seahawks. Kirk Cousins' first win versus Russell Wilson in his career. That's insane. They looked good last week. Justin Jefferson finally did what we all expected him to do, and it's being a good high-level wide receiver. Without Dalvin Cook, they still got the job done. Alexander Madison did what he did. And then you got your guy, Adam Thielen, being a good, reliable guy. I think he's over the age of 30, a little bit on the older side of the wide receivers, but he's still putting up productive numbers. That's good to see. Great performance by Kirk Cousins. He's looking to be a very, very consistent quarterback this year, and that is good for the Vikings. At number 18, you got the Cincinnati Bengals moving up 6 spots last week, ranked at number 24. The Cincinnati Bengals, man, they came out and they looked good, man. Joe Burrow looked good. Jamar Chase Looks like he is the best rookie wide receiver. Joe Mixon doing his thing with the rushing yards. Just all around good performance. They actually play tonight on Thursday Night Football against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we'll see what they do there. But the Cincinnati Bengals going into week number 4 look really, really good. And number 18 is a good spot for them. At number 17, you got the Seattle Seahawks dropping down 3 spots, ranked at number 14. And they absolutely disappointed, man. They absolutely disappointed. I believe they dropped 2 straight losses now for the Seahawks. Tyler Lockett finally cooled down. And it's disappointing, man. Their defense couldn't stop the Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins this week. And Russell Wilson, man, he's going to have to carry this team to wherever they're going to have to go. And they play the Niners this week, so it doesn't get that much easier for them. Hopefully the Seahawks can fix things and get back to the team that we know can compete for this division. At number 16, you got the New Orleans Saints dropping down 1 spot. And they did win, but the reason why they dropped is because a team that's ahead of them had to get pushed ahead of them because of how good they did. And we'll get to that in a second. But the New Orleans Saints, man, looked good, took care of business against the New England Patriots. Wasn't the most flashiest win, but they got the job done. And that's what I expect the Saints to do. You know, Jameis Winston, I don't expect him to come out here and be the greatest quarterback, but he is getting the job done for the New Orleans Saints. Has them at a 2-1 record, I believe, tied for second place in that NFC South division. So good job by the Saints for getting the job done and doing what they have to do to get the win. At number 15, you have the Tennessee Titans. They also dropped down 2 spots, ranked at 13. And like I said, they didn't drop 2 spots because they were bad. They did win. But the reason why they're at number 15 is because the team ahead of them did well. But let's talk about the Titans, man. Getting the job done against the Colts, which is their division rival. Julio Jones, you know, A.J. Brown, I believe, got injured in this game. So that's going to be something that we all have to look out for. But Julio Jones and Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill got the job done offensively. Their defense did enough to stop this struggling Colts team, beat a division rival in a big division game. Good job by the Titans and great performance for them. At number 14, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, who absolutely got embarrassed, man. And they dropped down 9 spots, recently ranked at number 5 last week. They are on a 2-game losing streak going into a game against my Philadelphia Eagles. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, man, 2 turnovers is unacceptable. Tyreek Hill did not have the best day. And it's just not looking good for the Kansas City Chiefs. They do have a matchup against the Eagles, which they are favored in. Let's see how they respond. But the Chiefs on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Ravens and Chargers, is very, very disappointing to start off the season for them. At number 13, you got the Dallas Cowboys moving up 3 spots, recently ranked at number 16 last week. The Dallas Cowboys, even though I hate them, they did absolutely destroy the Philadelphia Eagles last week. On Monday Night Football, the offense was clicking, the defense got some turnovers, and they did what they had to do, man. Trayvon Diggs won Defensive Rookie of the Month defensively, so good job by Trayvon Diggs. He looks like he made some improvements from last year to this year. But it's looking good for Dallas, man. Zeke looks like he's in a rhythm now, so you love to see that if you're a Cowboys fan. Everything is clicking for the Dallas Cowboys, and Dak looks like the injury isn't affecting him. At number 12, you got the Denver Broncos, ranked at number 12 last week. And the reason why they don't move up in the power rankings is because they played the Jets. The Jets suck. The Jets are the number 32 team in this power rankings for a reason. And that's why I don't have the Broncos moving up that high, is because they beat the Jets, who, come on, it's the Jets. So, good performance, though. I don't want to take nothing away from them. They did do good job. Still a top 15 team, ranked at number 12. Let's see what they do this week against the Baltimore Ravens. At number 11, you got the Los Angeles Chargers, who moved up 6 spots, ranked at number 17 last week. The Los Angeles Chargers got a great win versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's good, man. That's what you like to see, man. Mike Williams, who I gave praise to a few days before they played the Chiefs, he went absolutely ballistics in this game, man. He went off. Keenan Allen doing what he does best, you know, getting a clutch catch on the last drive. And Justin Herbert, man, looking good, man. I know Benji, if he's watching this video, he loves Herbert. I like Herbert as well, showing that he belongs in the NFL. Outperformed Patrick Mahomes in a very, very big division game early in the season. I'm very, very proud of Herbert. Proud to see what he's going to do in the future, and they are ranked at number 11. Now, let's get into the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. At number 10, you got the San Francisco 49ers, recently ranked at number 3 last week. They lost to the Green Bay Packers, and when you give too much time to Aaron Rodgers, you're going to see what happens. That is what exactly happens. So, I mean, the Niners still a good team, still a playoff team, still definitely going to be a tough team, a contender in the NFC. But you give Aaron Rodgers too much time, and what happens? He beats you. He gets you down into field goal range. That's what happens. Good performance out of Packers. The Niners still a good team, still fought, but you don't give that much time to Rodgers. At number 9, you got the Carolina Panthers moving up 2 spots, ranked at number 11 last week. They beat the Houston Texans, and yes, it was without their starting quarterback, but Sam Darnold continues to look good, man. He's proven everyone wrong. Everyone said that he was done, he was a bust. He's coming out, and he's playing a good quality football this year, man. Even with Christian McCaffrey getting hurt, DJ Moore is getting fed the ball from Sam Darnold. Robbie Anderson got his quarterback, and the offense is moving. And they have the top-ranked defense in the NFL. So just a great job from the Carolina Panthers this year, man. Doing great things, and I think they play the Cowboys this week. So if they show that they can beat the Dallas Cowboys and their defense can keep it up against a good Cowboys offense, the Panthers could be something serious this year, man. At number 8, you got the Baltimore Ravens, man. The Baltimore Ravens, man. What an interesting game. They were ranked at number 6, dropping down to number 8, dropped 2 spots. They dropped 2 spots, still won because Justin Tucker might be the greatest kicker in NFL history. Matter of fact, he is the greatest kicker in NFL history. And it's just crazy, man. So great job by the Justin Tucker, but the Ravens had a lot of drops in this game. They shouldn't even have been in that position. But when you got Justin Tucker, man, he will save you out of a lot of situations if it comes down to him kicking the game-winning field goal. Good job by Justin Tucker to get the Ravens to win. At number 7, you got the Cleveland Browns, man. And they move up 1 spot, and they destroyed the Bears. Myles Garrett showed why he is one of the best defensive linemen and will be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate for years and years to come, man. I love me some Myles Garrett, man. He got, 4 sacks. Jadeveon Clowney looked good. Their rookie, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, looked good. Odell had a nice comeback game. I believe had 77 yards. So just a good all-around performance out of Browns, dominating at the line of scrimmage. And the offense continues to get better, continues to flow. And with Odell Beckham Jr. being back, it only helps him. At number 6, you got the Buffalo Bills moving up 3 spots after they absolutely destroyed the defense that is the Washington football team. Listen, man, the Buffalo Bills are a really good team. They lost week 1, but guess what, man? They only lost because they were sleeping on the Steelers. 2-game win streak, now back to looking like the team I expected them. Josh Allen looking like the guy, looking like an MVP candidate like I said he would. And he continues to prove me, who picked him to win MVP, he continues to prove me right. Good job by Josh Allen and the Bills getting the job done. At number 5, let's get into this top 5, baby. You got the Green Bay Packers moving up 5 spots, ranked at number 10 last week. And Aaron Rodgers, man, after the week 1 performance, everybody start questioning, is he done? Did he just have a bad performance to get out of Green Bay? And he said, you know what? Give me 37 seconds if you want to again. And guess what's going to happen? He's going to drive them down the field. Davante Adams. Hello, sir. How you doing? You decided to wake up week 3. He absolutely dominated this Niners defense. And then the defense of the Packers did almost let up at the end. But at the end of the day, you give Aaron Rodgers too much time, he will do that. I know Dallas Cowboys fans know a lot about that. It is what it is. The Packers get the job done. At number 4, you got the Las Vegas Raiders. Moved to 3-0, moving up 3 spots. Recently ranked at number 7. The Las Vegas Raiders and Derek Carr look so good this year, and they are proven to be the real deal this year. I'm proud of what the Raiders are doing so far. They're just absolutely killing it offensively. Defense kind of let up last week, but you know, it's all good. Derek Carr came in clutch once again. It's just great to see Derek Carr doing good this season in clutch situations. The Raiders continue to be a good team, leading tied for the lead of their division. It's just crazy, man. Shout out to the Raiders for doing good. Ranked them very high, so they better not disappoint me. But number 4 is Las Vegas Raiders. At number 3, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Besides them losing to the Rams, I think they got a bigger thing coming up because Tom Brady's returning to New England. That is a big thing. But let's talk about this Rams game, man. They lost to the Rams, dropped down from number 1 to number 3. But the Rams were ranked high, and they're a good team. So you shouldn't be embarrassed if you're a Buccaneers fan at this loss. The Rams are still a good team, and you just got beat by the better team that day, man. So shout out to the Los Angeles Rams getting the job done. And the Buccaneers, y'all going to be back next week. Mike Evans had 100 yards, so he's looking like he's getting himself in a rhythm. And he had to face Jalen Ramsey for some of those catches to get 100 yards. So Mike Evans is looking like he's back to the guy we all know him to be. The running game is concerning for the Buccaneers, but other than that, man, they signed Richard Sherman, and they're looking like they're going to be good on both sides of the ball for the rest of the season. At number 2, you got the Arizona Cardinals, man. And, man, I could give so much praise to this team. They moved up 2 spots, ranked at number 4 last week. The Arizona Cardinals is a team I love. DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray. You got A.J. Green over there. He's a veteran, but he still gets the job done. Rondale Moore looks like a promising rookie, and Christian Kirk. The weapons on that offense is insane. They do got James Conner in the run game to be at average or above average running back for them. And then the defense with Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt, Buda Baker, and Byron Murphy Jr. Just a lot of great guys on this defense of the Cardinals and offense. And this is a team that I'm probably going to be watching for a lot of the season because they entertain me so much. Shout out to the Cardinals for being a good team, moving to 3-0. And they got a good matchup this week against the number 1 team. And the number 1 team is the Los Angeles Rams, man. The Rams absolutely killed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who was the number 1 ranked team last week. So good job by the Los Angeles Rams for getting the job done, man. I couldn't be more proud of the Rams, man. Matthew Stafford playing all these years in Detroit, getting his career wasted, finally has a chance to play for a contending team, and he's getting the job done, man. He's getting the job done. I love what I'm seeing from Stafford. I just love what I'm seeing from him. Cooper Kupp being the leading receiver through the first couple of weeks of the season. I just love what I'm seeing from him. Got a little bit of inconsistencies at the running game, but it's all right because you got Robert Woods and Deshaun Jackson, who can absolutely be a threat in the receiving game as well. And then you got Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald, top 2 players. You could argue they're the 2 best defensive players in the NFL. It's just insane, man. But that's my week 4 power rankings. Make sure you guys tune in to all my live streams this week. I got a lot of live streams this week. So if you want to know what I got planned for this week, make sure you guys join the Discord. That's where I tell y'all all my plans leading up for the weekend and stuff like that for my YouTube channel. So join the Discord to get updates about the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe if you are new. Hit the like button. Comment down below if you agree, disagree, or whatever. Until next time, you've been talking sports with MG Nas, and I'm out. Peace.